The boxing world was abuzz following Tyson Fury's recent defeat to Alexander Usyk, and as expected, Froch wasted no time in making headlines with his comments. Froch, a former super middleweight champion, has a long-standing rivalry with John Fury, Tyson's father, and this latest loss provided the perfect backdrop for some jabs at the elder Fury. With tensions high and emotions running rampant, Froch's remarks have reignited discussions about the state of boxing and the behavior of those involved. Froch has always been unfiltered in his opinions, and this time was no different. He called out John Fury for being conspicuously silent after his son's setback, stating that the fighting man usually had much more to say. Where was Big John during all this? Froch questioned, highlighting the absence of John Fury's trademark bluster in the wake of the fight. The former champion emphasized that John's silence was a stark contrast to his usual demeanor and suggested that it was a sign of the turmoil within the Fury camp. Interestingly, Froch didn't stop at critiquing John Fury. He went on to label Tyson as a disgrace to British boxing. He pointed out that despite Tyson's physical advantages, his height and weight, he still fell short against a smaller opponent in Usyk, who, despite being a cruiserweight, showcased superior skill and strategy. Froch's comments were compounded by his training partner, Tony Bellew, who mocked Fury's excuses, suggesting that if he were as big as Tyson, he would have dominated the ring. As the post-fight analysis unfolded, Froch shared his own scorecard, which aligned with the judge's decision. He noted that the fight was competitive but ultimately concluded that Usyk deserved the victory. The right man won, Froch asserted, acknowledging that while Fury had his moments, Usyk's precision and tactical prowess made the difference in the latter rounds. John Fury, usually a vocal presence in boxing discussions, had been notably quiet, but Froch's taunts could provoke a response. The elder Fury has a history of explosive reactions, particularly when it comes to defending his son. Froch's remarks about John's absence and Tyson's performance might just be the catalyst needed to elicit a retort, as John is unlikely to let such criticism slide. Froch also suggested that Tyson Fury might benefit from distancing himself from his father's influence, especially given John's controversial behavior at recent press events. Referring to John's antics, including a water-squirting incident at a Tommy Fury fight launch, Froch criticized the childish behavior of a grown man, suggesting that it detracts from the professionalism expected in boxing. Despite the light-hearted jabs, Froch's underlying message was serious. The image of boxing is at stake. He expressed concern that John Fury's disruptive actions could tarnish the reputation of the sport, particularly during such significant bouts. This is the biggest fight in years, and we should be focusing on the fighters, not the circus outside the ring, he stated. As the boxing community digests Tyson Fury's loss and the subsequent fallout, Froch's comments resonate. He has positioned himself as a voice of reason amid the chaos, advocating for a return to professionalism and respect within the sport. His criticism served not only to poke fun at the Fury family but also to highlight broader issues that need addressing in boxing. In the aftermath of the fight, discussions about Tyson's future have intensified, with calls for a rematch against Usyk and potential bouts against other heavyweights like Anthony Joshua. The landscape is shifting. Froch emphasized that Tyson needs to focus on genuine competition rather than sideshows. He should be defending his title against real fighters, not getting caught up in the drama, Froch advised. In conclusion, Froch's playful ribbing of John Fury after Tyson's loss is more than just banter. It reflects a deeper concern for the integrity of boxing. As the dust settles from the Fury-Usyk rematch, it remains to be seen how John Fury will respond and what the future holds for his son in the heavyweight division. The boxing community is eager for clarity and direction, and Froch's commentary may serve as a wake-up call for all involved.